Just waiting for people to join. Oh, we have 3 people. Hello everyone who is joining, and welcome to the season premiere of the Planet Protectors live stream. This is now season 2. So we're just going to wait for a few more people to join, and then we can get the show on the road. Alright, we are just about to start. Just hold on 1 minute. Alright, well, looks like we're ready to start. So let's begin. Hello everyone, and welcome to this week's Planet Protectors live stream. So this is the season premiere of season 2. And by the way, happy World Rhino Day. Celebrate the world's rhinos today. So let's move on to what we're discussing today. This week is all about plastic and what happens to plastic after we use it. Today, we will take a big dive into the blue bin to really discover and uncover the information of what's going on in our world with recycling, and is it a scam or not? But before we get into that, it is time for our weekly eco riddle. Here we go. What can get you there in eco style, pushed by your legs, meter after meter? The answer will be revealed at the end of the show, and I will tell you when you can submit your response. Now, let's jump into the so-called solution to saving the planet: plastic recycling. Only 9% of plastic is recycled. The number will shock you. UN warns globally only 9% of plastic is recycled globally. A whooping 91% of plastics isn't recycled. Canada recycled just 9% of its plastics. Those are all titles of articles by the United Nations, National Geographic, etc. Like, very important things. So, wow, that is crazy. Plastic is essential to modern day life. From your fridge to clothing. I mean, this summer alone, you probably used so much disposable plastic. From pool floaties to freezies, from sunglasses to board game pieces, from popcorn bags to polyester. You would have to be a zero waste specialist to get through the summer without plastic. But I bet you recycled some of it, if not all of it. Well, now that's good, right? Well, as you already heard, the sad, hard truth is that only 9% of plastics get recycled nationally and internationally. That is not good. So you're probably thinking, why? And that was my exact reaction too. Why? Why is this happening? Well, first, there are different types of plastics, and not all of them are easy or able to recycle. Second, people also mix up where everything goes. Like banana peels in the recycling bin. Yeah, I've seen that. Really, people? And third, if you get fries from McDonald's or a coffee from Tim Hortons, they come in paper that is coated with plastic on the inside so it doesn't leak or disintegrate. That plastic is not recyclable, so both of those things have to go in the garbage. So that brings me to a question. Why do companies not use recycled plastic but use new plastic instead? Is it a matter of what's cheaper or what's happening? Okay, let's dissect this question. So why do companies not use recycled plastic? There's actually no law saying that companies have to use recycled plastic, but some companies are taking action to make their products with recycled plastics, like Coca-Cola has made a commitment to recycle 50% recycled plastic in packaging by 2030. PepsiCo is striving to use 25% PCR plastic in packaging by 2025. Kring Dr. Pepper has a goal to use 30% PCR in all packaging by 2025 too. And Unilever is now using 100% PCR plastic in its Hellmann's mayonnaise jars and Dove soap bottles. By the way, PCR stands for polymer chain reaction. Change is possible, and it's happening. But for change to happen, we also need to open our minds and really learn how to change. Now onto a new segment. Did you know? Today's Did You Know is, of course, all about the topic plastic recycling. So, did you know that there are 7 different types of plastic, numbered 1 to 7? You can tell by the type of plastic is because it's on the bottom of whatever the product is. It will be in a triangle, so it will look kind of like a recycling logo, and there will be a number in that, and that's how you can tell what number plastic it is. So, what I found most interesting about that is only 3 types of those plastics are not recyclable. So I'm going to share some of that information with you. So, our first plastic that's not recyclable is number 3. That is mainly used for food wrapping and oil bottles that you cook with. Whoa. The next one is number 6. Plastic cups and disposable cutlery are the main suspects. After that, we have number 7, which is mainly used for sunglasses and large jugs of water. Oh, and bonus fact, did you know that black plastic is not recyclable? I don't know what it is about it, but it's, something about it that is not recyclable. So that goes in the garbage, not compost, and not recycling. All right, so that's a lot of information on recycling. Let's back up and go to the animal of the week. So, welcome to Animal of the Week. This is a brand new segment. So this week's Animal of the Week is pretty much the face of climate change. They're the big, powerful, and majestic polar bear. Woo! These white-furred 2 to 3 meter mammals are perfectly designed to live in the Arctic. Fun fact, under all that soft fur, polar bears actually have black skin. And, well, they have that so they can soak in all the warmth that the sun has to offer. Polar bears are at the top of the food chain, so taking these bears away means seals, whales, and other prey will start to overpopulate and eat everything too fast, and there will be no food to go around. So all of them die and destroy an entire ecosystem. So basically, polar bears are really important, but they're at risk. Even in Canada, their numbers are declining. Polar bears' homes are melting with global warming, and, well, here's an example. A polar bear grabs onto an iceberg. That iceberg breaks off of shore. With the temperatures getting warmer, the iceberg melts faster. And, well, the polar bear has to swim, and they're in the middle of the ocean. So they run out of energy, and we know what happens next. So, yeah, polar bear's future is at stake. So how do we stop that from happening? Well, really, one of the only ways we can do that is reducing our fossil fuels. So that means driving less so you can carpool, though maybe not in these times. But you can also walk more, ride your bike, and just not use fossil fuels as much. And shop local is another thing, because when you buy a peach from, Indonesia, that has to get shipped thousands, maybe millions, thousands of kilometers. So, that is a lot of fossil fuels. So, together, we can save these guys, the world's polar bears. All right, so that's a lot of information to take in. From the depressing news that only 9% of plastics that people throw in the recycling bin gets recycled, to or that black plastic cannot get recycled. And lastly, that polar bears have black skin. That's a lot of information. But before we finish the live stream, we have to answer the riddle. Let's hear the riddle one more time. What can get you there in eco style, pushed by your legs, meter after meter? So this is an interactive part, so please type in your answer now. I'm just going to go off so I can read your responses. Bike. Okay. I don't need to go off, I guess. Walking. Bike. Any more responses? Thumbs up. Okay. Your legs. All right. Well, are we ready for the grand response? Or answer? The big answer? Anyway, congratulations to the people who said bike, because that is the answer. When you pedal, you go meter after meter. All right, have a great rest of your evening. Thanks for tuning in tonight, and remember to stay eco. But before we log off, I'm going to give an episode 2 spoiler. Get ready for episode 2. Let's just say it's all about things that don't belong in the habitat that they're in. See you next time. Remember to stay eco.